Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Morning Meta. I am yours truly, Travis Spencer. All right, good people. Today is Tuesday. And on Tuesdays, we do our breath practice. So we're going to begin with a grounding practice. Then we're going to invite you to set your intention for today. After which, we'll do our main practice and we'll follow. Oh, actually, I'm forgetting one thing. We're going to do our centering thought or our quote for today. Then we'll do our main practice, our call to action, and then send you out into the rest of your day, grounded, intentional, and connected. All right, so let's start with our grounding practice. Since today we're going to be doing a breath practice, our grounding is going to really support us in coming into the present moment. So when we begin to focus our awareness on the air as it enters and exits the body, we will be ready for that. So our grounding practice today is going to be grounding in our feet, our hands, and grounding in our jawline. And what I mean by that is what we're going to do is bring awareness to those three places. And that's going to be the invitation to come into the present moment through those three places. So let's begin at the feet. So inviting you to inhale. Exhale, bring all of your attention down to your feet. Okay, maybe noticing your toes, doing a little wiggle there. Yes, noticing your heels, maybe even tapping your feet just a little bit. Coming into the present moment through the feet. All right, so inhaling, exhaling. Notice those hands. All right, so you might want to squeeze and release. Maybe you want to bring them together, do a little bit of a stretch of the hands and fingertips, seeing how that feels. Maybe even doing a bit of a massage with the hands. I like to massage each finger and then massage the palms, around the thumbs, inviting you to ground through the hands as well. All right. Now, inhale deeply again. Exhaling and bring all your awareness to your jawline. So for bringing that awareness, I'm going to invite you each time you exhale to allow your upper row of teeth to separate from your lower row of teeth. And just allow the mouth and the jawline to relax. All right, good people. How you feeling right now? Inviting you to drop that in the comments. How you feeling after you've cultivated a groundingness? I'm making up a word today, groundingness. Y'all like that? Use it today 3 times and it'll become yours. So as you ground into your feet, your hands, and the jawline. So now let's move forward to setting an intention for today. Now, setting an intention for today is a way of kind of navigating the day by putting some energy out into your day. And then once you put this energy out into your day, you release it and you're open and present to the day as much as you can be. Now, the way that we're going to set the intention, I'm going to share this sentence stem with you and invite you to add to it. So the sentence stem is, my intention for today is to blank, 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 blank. Maybe you have something you have to do at work. So your intention for today is to complete that task. Maybe it's an attitude or the way that you want to show up for your day. So your intention may be to show up present, to show up with kindness, to show up with compassion. Whatever that intention is, the invitation is to set it now. So let's begin. Let's set our intention. All right, the invitation is to write your intention into the comments. You're putting it out to the universe, and sometimes writing it down can be a way of putting it out to the universe. So I would love to read your comment as well. Whatever you're thinking about, your intention for today, we would love to see it in the comments. Now, let's move to our main breath practice. Now, this breath practice is going to be a relatively short breath practice because I'm going to invite you to take this breath practice into the rest of your day. When you're doing something like answering the phone, maybe interacting with fellow co-workers or colleagues, the invitation is to do this practice that I'm about to tell you now. So what you're going to do is you're going to inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and relax the body. So inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and relax the body. We're going to do 3 of those as your breath practice. Okay, let's begin. If you're not sitting down, the invitation is to have a seat now. If you're in a place where you can't sit, then the invitation is to continue with the practice and doing it as much as you can in whatever situation you're in right now. All right, but for those who are seated, the invitation is place your hands on your knees and thighs. All right. Allow your back to be straight, but not rigid. And let's inhale deeply. Inhaling. Exhaling. Make sure you're allowing those shoulders to fall away from the ears. Make sure your hands are relaxed. Arms, chest is open and wide. Continue blowing out until you can't blow out anymore. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Whenever you're ready, inviting you to allow your eyes to open if they're closed. As we move forward to our call to action. And I stated the call to action at the beginning of the breath practice. So the invitation is to use this particular practice before you're interacting with colleagues, before you are answering the phone, before you're interacting with the coworker, or it may be somebody that you find a little difficult. The invitation is to do this particular practice because this practice is going to support you in grounding, bringing all of your energy forward into the present moment so that you can respond in the way that is best for yourself and the other person that you are interacting with. All right, good people. So I'm going to invite you to share this practice with a coworker, with a family member, friend, anyone that you believe can benefit from these practices. The invitation also is to write in the comments anything that's coming up for you about the practice, about anything that feels relevant to this practice here today. We would love to hear from you, and we read the comments and we'll respond if necessary. So as always, we're really wanting to support you in grounding and being intentional and connected. Ashe.